Just one.
No, ठीक है चलेगा. Just want to ensure. Anyway, I have to come out of the C mode for playing the video.
Okay, get set. We can start. We are live now. We can start.
Okay, over to you. Please introduce.
Okay. Guys, it's such an immense pleasure to introduce my dear friend Sushant Bag, Captain Bag rather. Our batch is filled with such diverse background, people from very diverse background, and I'm really happy to introduce one of our significant members, our batch, Captain Sushant Bag. Captain Sushant Bag is currently working as a senior marine pilot in Paradip Port Trust. And he is a BSc Nautical Science from TS CHANAKYA, University of Mumbai. And he's an ex-masters in foreign going. He's an MBA in shipping and logistics management. He's also a member of Institute of Chartered Ship Brokers from London and UK. So very proficient career in marine. And during his sailing tenure, he rose to the highest rank of captain of a merchant ship in 2011. He has traveled across the globe, touching all continents by sea, crossing Atlantic, Trans-Pacific, Suez Canal, Panama Canal, Kiel Canal, and faced many cyclonic weathers in sea. And he has been an astounding career already. But since 2011, he thought of coming back to Orissa and settling in his hometown, in Orissa, in Paradip. And right now, he's a senior marine pilot in Paradip Port Trust. Bag, like I have said, is a very important member of a 92 Invincible family. A tiger is one of the largest member of the cat family, who is very strong and powerful. So I would correlate with our batch. So our Captain Bag is like a tiger of our batch. He is a very strong and powerful member of our 92 Invincible family. Bag, apart from his astounding career in marine, he has actually been so much of voluntary work, and he is awarded a certificate for appreciation as a COVID-19 warrior for tendering extraordinary services facing all challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic from Paradip Port Trust. He is also a Rotarian who believes in giving a smile to the world its own capacity. So not only a great professional, a guy who believes in giving back to society. So as I said, he's a very important member of our 92 group. He's a tiger of our group, and literally is a strong and powerful member. This session is on self-motivation, so I would correlate one saying, as they say, and which is actually, this is attributed to one of the fundamental attributes of a tiger. So I'm attributing this to Captain Bag's session on self-motivation. The statement says, my strength didn't come from lifting weights. My strength didn't come from lifting weights. My strength came from lifting myself off every time I was knocked down. So this is the power of self-motivation. And this attribute is actually attributed to the tiger family. And so this session is self-motivation appropriately and more rightfully by Captain Bag. Over to you, Captain Bag. And thank you so much for agreeing and taking this session on self-motivation. I'm sure all the children of our batch and the group will immensely learn. And I personally look forward to learn and hear from you. Over to you, Bag.
Thank you very much. That's so kind of you. I can see Capt Basa sir in the line. Sir, both namaskar apanku. And all my seniors, whoever is attending this session, all my seniors, both namaskar. I'm glad you're attending our sessions. It's really very nice. So before I start something, I'll request Sam to play that video of that 1 minute 18 seconds of the small girl. That will show the whole theme will be on this video today. So Sam, please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just slight technical glitch. Okay, I have lost sharing. 1 second. Yeah, okay, fine. 1 second. I'll share my screen again. Okay, you will see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll play the video now.
All right.
The
Can you hear my
video
voice,
is
please?
Bag, over to you.
Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I want to see all the children today in that same young girl that who is wearing that red cap, who just at the start of the race, she fell down, but she never lost hope. She climbed, she started running again. She wanted to complete the race. And there was one, the voice was not clear. Her mother was on the, in the stadium, and she was continuously telling Zaya, Zaya, fast, Zaya, fast, Zaya, fast. So there was five girls are in the race competition. So started competing that race. So she crossed one, she crossed next, she crossed next, and in the end, she became winner. So the whole 5 sessions of today's self-motivation in this particular small video, the lesson from you is when you fall, don't fall for life. You fall, you rise again. You fall, you rise again. When you rise, you have that motivation with you that I will complete. I will be a fighter. I will not be a loser. Losing and winning is another part. But I will keep fighting that race. She fought that race. She believed in herself to complete that race. When she believed in herself, how she believed, she crossed one girl, then she crossed another girl. She started getting that confidence in herself, and in the end she won that race. That is being a fighter and being a true champ. With this I introduce myself. I'm Captain Sushant Kumar Bag, ex-Gomtian, 92 pass out. And after passing out from my school in 92, uh, I tried many entrances exams, gave my medical, gave my engineering, gave my OUT, gave my any hotel management, everything. I was a total failure. 92 was, I can say, the failure year of my life. So I was cried literally. I got devastated. I got demoralized, and I was completely broken. Now, what to do in life? All my friends who were my schoolmates during my childhood, those class 5, class 6 students, they all qualified in that particular year entrance exam. Somebody went for an IT, somebody went for medical, somebody went for these things. So their parents used to call my parents, what happened to your son? The son was the student of Sainik school. So my father, he also got devastated. So what he says, okay, maybe this time he is not qualified, maybe next year. But in the back of mind, he was also getting frustration because all his friend circles, in her staff and everything, they were telling that, okay, your son is from Chinese school, but it's not qualified, right? So that actually, my father also got demoralized. He also started, giving bad words, this and that, because it's not his fault also. So in the race, what has happened is that I lost everything in that particular year. I lose confidence. I lost my, self rhythm. And what to do? I was totally broken. I was totally down. But then the few friends which I come across in my life at my hometown Rourkela, PK Monto was preparing for IIT during that time. Suvindu Naik also preparing for REC entrance during that time. There's a few guys when I met, I got that confidence and they gave me that confidence. Prepare one more time and you'll qualify. No worries. In the meantime, I was so much demoralized. I left home also. I left my home. Then I promised to myself that I will come home. Either I qualify in defense or qualify in merchant navy or qualify something I qualify. Then I'll come back and not go back to home again. So this is what has happened that particular year. Lots and lots of demoralization, I was the average guy in the school. Of course, I was playing good football, but football I should have been that great football player like a Maradona or like Messi so that I could make a career. So that also has not happened. So only thing is that I have to study to qualify for my career. So in the year 93, I had my fortune change. I appeared the entrance exam for TS Rajendra. There are a lot of candidates also there. Out of some 1 lakh or 2 lakh is written, there appear about 1,000 guys are qualified for the written test, and that those times 80 guys were selected for Rajendra and 120 guys were selected for DME. So this was combined entrance exam and seats were 200. So I was qualified for the written test, and after that I was called for interview at DMT Kolkata. So that time I met Ranjan Behra, who is my postmate for TS CHANAKYA. So there we both were together, and our interview call was simultaneous. So we thought to ourselves that either one of us will get selected. We cannot imagine both of us got selected. I remember one question they asked me during the interview that this professional merchant navy, you'll be out of home for years and years, long time, and are you prepared for it? I said, sir, being a student of science school, that is the only thing I have done. Past 7 years we are away from home. I think the examiner was convinced with me. Whatever the question, I don't remember other questions what he asked, but this particular question I remembered. So probably that's a plus point for me. And today I can say that I qualified in Rajendra entrance exam. And again, I met my good friend Ranjan Behra at the Mumbai station. And we qualified, and after that, I never looked back. After that, my life changes completely. So what I mean to say is that from there, I became, I did my training comfortably. I got my degree in BSc Nautical Sciences, and thereafter I joined the ship as a trainee, like cadet, young cadet, and there I rose up to the captain of the ship within the span of 10 years, from 1996 to I think 2010 or something like that. Yeah, that's all. So thereafter, after that, I understand the value of life. I understand what is motivation is all about. I understand lot of clarity of mind I got through this profession. And also, to be very honest with you, whatever we have been taught, whatever we have been played in our schools, those 7 years, it has played a very vital role in our life. And that those 7 years, I would rather say today, we are together like our school alumni, our batch alumni, or whatever we can say, that this is something unique all over the world. Our knowledge is present, in the world of present with in our scenario is magnanimous. Magnanimous. This word I am using is magnanimous because our knowledge bank is so vast, so vast. Our school is started from 1962 until today, already 2021. So it's already more than 50 years the school is old. And we have the very seniors, many veteran seniors that have come up successfully from different parts, different fields, they have come out successfully. So all I wanted to say is that being a Chinese school, this is our biggest advantage, and this is the biggest. So we took motivation, or I'm going to cover this topic for this young children, young girls. So that time nobody was told us how you motivate yourself. If you fail, what to do? If you fail in any entrance exam, what to do? Or if you get devastated, what you do? There's a lot of things. Today's with multimedia, today's with social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, you name it, people are getting information within fraction of seconds, they're getting it. So without much, delaying it, I'll start my slides. So in the end, we'll see where we stand. So over to Sam, please. Can you just take me the next slide, please? This one's covered. Okay, just so. This is how I do my self-motivation. It's purely practical. Over the years, being in merchant navy, I had some irregular food habits, and I had some irregular these things. So my weight rose up to 102. Thereafter, I promised to myself, when my body parameters were all went high, my cholesterol, my BP, my diabetic, everything went high. The doctor told me that, if you want to survive yourself, you have to reduce your weight. So that is the one where I got that motivation for myself. No, I have to do something for myself. Otherwise, my life is going to finish in one day. Because today, for my life, my the dependent family is there. The children are there, my family is there, my old parents is there. So I thought to myself, if I not eat for myself, how can I feed my family? So here, this is just introduction video. My video I kept it, and this from 102. Within 1 year of time, I have reduced myself to 85. I came this one, and this picture I kept it for myself. I don't know whether I will be able to achieve that or not, but I kept this as my mission. Okay, one day, this picture is when I was 22 years old. My first trip was joining as a young cadet. So that time my weight was 70. So I tried keeping to myself. Okay, fine. Let's keep my mission or vision about it. Yes, Sam, next slide, please. Okay, now kids, do you believe in yourself? If you believe in yourself, put it in the chat box as yes, I believe in myself. Just put it in the chat box. I keep on studying. This yourself is out to be yourself, accept yourself, believe yourself, forgive yourself, bless yourself, express yourself, trust yourself, love yourself, empower yourself. If you believe in yourself, rest all shall follow one by one, step by step. So if the children's anybody are there, I can say if anybody is writing this, it's just type in me. If you believe in yourself, otherwise you go to the next slide. Okay. Next slide. Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? This is affirmation from love, sir. If we do not love ourselves, how can we love others? So that self-loving is first. Affirmation for self. So what do you affirm today? I deserve everything I desire. I feel beautiful when I'm beautiful. I am confident and I'm intelligent. I love who I am inside and out. I am empowered to create change in my mind. My life is rewarding and filled with joy. I love myself more and more each passing day. I have a great potential that tap into every day. So if you believe in yourself, put in the chat box as me. If you love yourself, I'm sure everybody loving themselves. So keep that me. It's not nice to hear so many from me. Okay, Sam, over to next slide, please. Oh, great. That's absolutely great. The next audience poll will be: do you love yourself? That's great, absolutely 100%. Okay, great. Change your words, change your mindset. Change your words, change your mindset. I am not good at this. My first plan did not work. I give up. I just don't do maths. It's good enough. This is too hard. See, it's so smart. I will never be that smart. Just change your words, which is I have read all these things in the red. Just read which is there in the green. I'm not that good at this. I will try if I can do this. I will try again. I need some more feedback and more help. I give up. I can do better than that. I will use a strategy. I can keep doing it. I will be happy. So change your words, change your mindset. Anything we do for any job or any skills, you can see the skill, its mindset is 80%. Your mindset is 80%, your skill set is 20%. So just next previous slide, please. Your mindset is 80%, your skill set is 20%, 80 plus 20, that makes you 100%. You don't need to study hard, you need to study smartly. I again repeat the word, you don't need to study hard to crack an exam, you need to study smartly. So to studying smartly, what do you need to do? Massive action plan. Massive action plan. So what is that massive action plan? Prepare 10 years question. If you are paying for class 10th exam, of course, this year there is no exam class 12th and 12th. Now next is the JEE or next is the NEET or next year for MBA or whatever it is. Go through the past questions, past 10 years. How the question has come. Study early in the morning. Late night, don't work. We just say read sake for reading, late night don't work. So again we focus, study smartly, work smartly. If you work smartly, if you study smartly, you will come off smartly. I repeat, you will come off smartly. So that's what it is. It's all within your mind. You want to crack the exam, put it in your mind. I want to crack the exam. Write it. Write it. Write it in your drawing room. Write it in your bedroom. Write it in your washroom. Write it everywhere. I want to qualify for NDA. I want to qualify for NEET. I want to qualify for JEE. Write it everywhere. None of your father, none of your mother are going to tell you why you have written this. Write it. Put it in the brain. Put it in your brain. When you read every day the same thing, I want to qualify for India, I want to qualify for NEET, I want to qualify for JEE, it will go automatically in your mind. In your mind, if you win, you will win. I repeat, if your mind, if you win, you will win. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. But in your mind, if you lose, मेरे से होगा नहीं, इतने सारे बच्चे हैं, इतने सारे कंपटीशन है, इतने सारे इंटेलिजेंट पीपल है, तो कैसे होगा? Imagine that young girl, that first video I shown you. Imagine that young girl who fell down. She rise again, complete again, and she fought for it. She fought for the competition. Yes, she fought for that competition and she won the race. So I want you young guys today, put yourself in that young girl's shoes. Put yourself in that young girl's shoes. I want to see you that fighter. I want to see you that fighter inside within you. Put it. You will be a winner. Nobody can devastate you. Nobody can reject you. Nobody can. Put it in your mindset. That's what I wrote it. 80% mindset and 20% is your skill. Your study is required only 20%. You first have to win in your mind. And bottom line, if you do not fill up your life that inspires you, life shall fill up with the problems that don't inspire. Sam, next slide, please. Okay, there's something interesting now. We say, even I was also telling same thing, I failed, I have finished. That time nobody told me, fail means first attempt in your learning. Fail is not fail in your life, fail in that particular exam, that particular competition, that particular match, what you have played, or that particular anything. You have failed in that particular stuff. So fail is what? First attempt in learning. Failed is first attempt in learning. It's never fail in life. You have failed in that particular. So fail is never. So from today, clear in your mind. If you fail means I had made an attempt to learn. I have made an attempt to learn. Anyone, you guys are going for your exams? Never mind if you fail. Never mind not qualified. You have given an attempt. You have given an attempt. Second time fail. Second attempt in learning. Third time. Third attempt in learning. By the time when you have started learning you same stuff, when you failed first time, you learned something. When you failed second time, again you started not from the scratch, not from the zero. What you learned, then you followed again. Again you third time, fourth time you qualify. Maybe second time you qualify. Maybe third time you qualify. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in life. Doesn't matter. So remember, from today onwards, when you heard the word, no, I had lost, I was got second prize in debate competition, I got second, third prize in art competition, I got third prize in dance competition, I got this prize, we lost the match. Fail is never a, the end of the life. Fail is a part of life. And this is so, मेरा life तो खत्म हो गया, मेरा जिंदगी खत्म हो गया, मैं क्या करूँ अब? No, End means effort never dies. Your effort never dies. And if you get no as an answer, no means next opportunity. So don't get rejected. Don't get devastated when somebody says no to you. Wait for the next opportunity. Wait for the next person. Wait for the next. So no, the next opportunity. Finally, PASS, pass. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep out. Pull it, aim it, squeeze it, and sweep out. Let's change our mindset. Sam, next day. This is something for everyone, not for the kids. Our whole life is based on all these six scenarios, six basic concepts, or six more stuff. It starts from career, finances, relationship, health, personal growth, contribution to society. Maybe at the children's, you can look your career, you can, out of percentage of 100%, out of the six things, maybe career now can give 70 to 80%. Your relationships, what's your relation? Your relationship with your own brothers and sisters, your relation with your own parents, your relation with your own uncle, your relation with own aunties, how is it? Health. How's your health? You need to be healthy, active lifestyle to be fit. The old saying goes, health is wealth. The old saying goes, health is wealth. Why we say health is wealth? We have chicken, mutton, fishes, everything, all food items there. If you don't have teeth, how do you like? How do you eat? How do you eat? We cannot eat, right? So you need to have good, strong teeth. We need to have good energy. We need to have good body. We need to fit in our mind, soul to enjoy our life. So children and my dear friends, for us to enjoy the present and future, we need to be fit. Let's prepare ourselves for a healthy and fit style. Though this is not in chapter, I'll just give a brief. There's something called, we are all heard of SIP, systematic investment plan, in the banks and the investors and everywhere. Did you heard of this HIP? I said HIP is health investment plan. Health investment plan. So how do we invest in your health? By regular body checkups, by having nutritious food, keeping your mind, body intact. A healthy mind is a wealthy mind. A healthy mind is a wealthy mind. And third thing is personal growth. Personal growth, still you have time. You can always grow yourself. Each day is a learning process. Each day is a learning process. The moment you say, I know everything, your life is finished for that particular day. We cannot say that I have known everything in the world. I'm a genius. Even Google doesn't have all the answers. Even Google doesn't have all the answers. So that's the thing. That is the stuff. Each day is a learning process. Contribution to society. Do it something at your level. You are seeing an old man cannot pass the road. You children, when you see, don't run away. Help him to cross the road. Help him to cross the road. Somebody going in rain and you have an umbrella, help him to go to the next place. Whatever, at your level. That is all about that. Contribution is not about money. Contribution is not about money. Okay, I gave this to this charity, I gave that. No. Contribution is anything you are contributing or anything you are helping without any expectation. I repeat, you are helping or you are assisting a person without any expectation. That is contribution in society. So you can put in your chat box how much you want to give in a percentage of 100 out of 100. Career, finances, relationship, health, personal growth, and contribute to society. So you can write 170 to, I've written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can write 170 to 10 like that. Whatever you can put in the chat box, so we can do a what is called that later. So put it in the chat box. Sam, next slide. I think this question is we need to go later because already we are running short of time. Just skip this question, we'll do later.
Yeah, questions you can share offline.
We will share later because I think I'm running short of time. I will finish it first. Next slide, please.
Yeah, we're in the next slide here.
The next. These are all part of the questionnaire.
Okay.
Next.
Okay.
Next. Okay. So now, the previous slide, please. So what motivates us? What motivates us? Next slide. So let's answer these three questions. Can you do it? Will it work? Is it worth it? Next, please. Sam, next. Do you believe in yourself and efficacy? What is efficacy? Ability to produce a desired or intended result. Do you have the time, knowledge, and the training to achieve it? Can you do it? Next, please. Will it work? Will it work? This question will respond back to your self-efficacy, belief, and the attitude you have. Next, please. Is it worth it? This is a motivation-based question because people normally think more about consequences of the result instead of how hard to practice in order to achieve it. Next slide, please. Is your answer to all three is yes? If your answer is yes to all three, just type in that me, or let's say yes. I want everyone to feel this young children that look, yes, it's a positive momentum, it's a positive vibration. Yes. If you say yes, they type in yes for me. Next slide, please. Success is a belief, self-motivation is a habit. That belongs to success-driven people. Belief, potential, actions, and results. Next slide. So what do we cover now? Motivation, factors of motivation, motivation cycle, motivation theories, self-motivation, how to be motivated, goal setting and analysis. Next, please. Motivation, an informed process within an animal or individual that causes an organism to move towards a goal. When we want to go towards a goal, that's our motive. That's a motivation. Next, please. Factors of motivation: extrinsic factor, intrinsic factor. Extrinsic factor, you want to have money, relax, and see. But intrinsic factor within you. You see the cat, he's looking himself as a lion. Next, please. Motivation cycle: need, drive, instrumental, goal, and relief. This is the cycle of motivation cycles. Next, please. Okay, this Asbran Maslow's hearing theory, it was covered by Ravi in this last session, so I just wanted to skip this slide. Next slide, please, Sam. Okay, self-motivation. How you motivate yourself? Do it now. Break up the task into small steps. Don't wait for the mood or inspiration. Start action. Solution will follow if you try. Solution will follow if you try. Next. Motivation strategies. What is motivation? Find new skills. Now this is something, new skills. Skill. I'm stressing this word skill. Now, studying is not a skill. Studying is not a skill. You are good at drawing, it's a skill for you. You are good at potting, it's a skill for you. Skill is something which you are something you make. Something you make something creative. So find new skills. Develop and train them. Go feedback on their performance. Expand the ability to work and rotate their work. Next, please. Motivational techniques. So how you motivate? What are the techniques? Leading, appeal to benefits, appeal to emotions, appeal to need and wants, and appeal to expertise. There's something interesting. Greed, needy, and necessity. This is Cheetah is a triangle. Can you type in the chat box, please? who runs faster? It's the deer or cheetah. Who runs faster? Deer or cheetah? Just type in deer or cheetah. Who runs faster? I don't get any answer. Who runs faster, cheetah or deer? Ravi said cheetah. Anyone, any other answer? PK1 is right here. Okay, we will not waste time. The deer runs much faster than cheetah. The reason being why cheetah catches, deer is not confident of himself. He runs, he look back. He runs, he look back. When he's looking back, he loses his speed. The deer loses his speed. So when the deer loses his speed, that's the time the cheetah catches. So it's the deer who runs faster, but because he's not confident in himself, because he's not believe in himself, it's the cheetah who catches. Next slide, Sam. Sam, next slide, please. Great.
That poll came up, yeah.
No problem. Great.
I blend the poll, yeah.
Okay. Well, running short of time, we'll go fast. Okay, self-motivation. There's something interesting, self-motivation. We can see Baba Ramdev doing a yoga sessions, and the dog, when the dog himself is seeing, the poster shows that dog is motivated. If the dog is getting motivated, we are human being, why can't we? So follow the great persons, follow the successful persons, follow those persons to get success or to get motivated in our life. There's something interesting, cookie jar method. How many of you had that cookie jar method? I straight will jump into the solution. In a small container, I follow this regularly. In a small container or small बिस्किट डब्बा जो बोलते हैं ना, बिस्किट का डब्बा या चॉकलेट का डब्बा, उसमें ना अपने सारे हैप्पी मोमेंट्स, अपने जब से आप पैदा हुए हो अभी तक सारे हैप्पी मोमेंट्स उसमें एक पर्ची में डाल के रख दो. सारे हैप्पी मोमेंट्स, मेरा बर्थडे था, फर्स्ट बर्थडे, मेरा सेकंड बर्थडे, थर्ड बर्थडे, फोर्थ बर्थडे, आई वॉन ए कंपटीशन, आई वॉन डिबेट कंपटीशन, आई वॉन ड्राइंग कंपटीशन, आई स्टूड सेकंड इन माय क्लास, ऑल हैप्पी मोमेंट्स. I went to trip to Simla, or I went to trip to Bangkok, I went to trip to my parents with anything, all happy moments. उसमें सारे डाल के रख दो. Every day is not a bed of roses. So day when you are demoralized, day we are off, day वहां से एक cookie निकालो. What is the cookie? One paper निकालो. Read it. So now you're reading 5 years back. What is your happy moment there? You stood first prize, and this was the happy moment there. So the cookie jar method. This is something interesting. I started following past 2 to 3 years. This is how I get self-motivated. So you guys can practice this. It's very similar. एक जार में अपना सारे happy moments एक पेपर पे उसको fold करके लिख के डाल दो. When you are demoralized, when you are defrosted, open it. Eat one cookie. Eat one cookie means read it. So it will go in your hand. You become happy. Your mind gets changed. Sam, next please. Okay, how to achieve success? I want to skip this because this you already explained on this. Okay, this is something goal setting. So to set our goals, I use the word smartly. If you remember, I use the word smartly. Work smartly, study smartly, work smartly. This word smart. Smart means goals should be tangible and smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, realistic, and time oriented. So use this smart technique. Use this smart technique to anything, you plan it and you get it. Use this smart technique. Next please. The types of goal, short term and long term. I straight away going into this. Whatever the rate I have written, winning a small competition of a match, and we look for a long term. Those are in class 6, okay, with 7 standards, young boys and children. Prepare yourself for a 5-year goal plan. Prepare yourself for a 5-year goal plan. Make a 5-year goals. Those are in class 7 now. Those in class 12. Plan for a good career. This is what I want to score. This is my score percentage. This is my career. What I want to become in life, and this is where I want to see myself in next 5 years. Great success in career is your long-term strategy, and short is anything small competitions you are winning. That is short-term goals. Next, please. Goal setting and analysis. This is something very interesting and very this thing. This is very, very important for this thing. For class 7th and 8th onwards or class 12 onwards, to set is to call class 12 or class 12. Again, the last time I told you, make a plan for yourself, how you set your goal. Identify the goal. List all your dreams. अपने सारे ड्रीम को लिख लो. मुझे इंजीनियर बनना है, मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है, मुझे पायलट बनना है, मुझे डिफेंस में जाना है, मुझे होटल मैनेजमेंट में जाना है, आई वांट टू बी अ जर्नलिस्ट, आई वांट टू बी अ लॉयर. एनीथिंग, nothing is bad, nothing is good. You need to have that passion. You need to have that passion in you. जिंदगी में जो करना है उसको passion. Let's take the example of Sachin Tendulkar. He had that passion for cricket. What is his qualification? He has not appeared for class 10th also. He has not appeared for class 10 also. And today he is a world-renowned cricketer with a rich multimillionaire. People know him. What is that? Cricket उसका अंदर घुस गया था. Passion. What is passion? Your mission and vision. Your mission and vision, if you take into account, it's become your passion. That's what you're passionate about. So, जिसमें आपको interest है, जिसमें आप अच्छा कर सकते हैं, जो आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट है, उसमें आप जाइए. Nothing is good. I don't say engineering is good or being a doctor is good or being a defense person is good. It's all about your passion. When we were during our school days, we didn't have much choice. जो मिल गया चलो घुस गए उसमें चले गए. But now you guys, as in the social media, you get on the Google's enormous choice. Sky is the limit. I tell you, sky is the limit. You choose a career that's passionate about you. You are good in cricket, try to be best. You are good in drawing, be a good painter. You are good in dancing, be a good dancer. You want to join, set for the defense force, well, join the defense force. You want to be a doctor, serve the society, serve the society. Whatever is your capacity, what is your passion, you will come to know. You find the purpose in your life. तुम्हारा लाइफ में पर्पस क्या है? जब तक तुम पर्पस ढूंढोगे नहीं तो मिलेगा नहीं. सो टेक आउट योर हॉबीज एंड फाइंड द पर्पस. आप पर्पस को ढूंढोगे, आप आगे निकल के जाओगे. सैम, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Okay, continue with that. Focus more success movements in life. Identify qualities and behavior required to reach the goal. Identify resources. Identify resources. People, material, institution help you in achieving the goal. Resources. आपका resources क्या है अभी? किताब, lot of books, lot of guidebooks, coachings to get success. People. Who are your people? Your parents, your relatives, your friend circle, good friends. Materials. What are materials? All available. Technology. Institution. What is institution? Any organization is doing achieving the goal. Prepare a step plan to reach your goal. Start implementing the plan of action. Review your progress. Where you went. Where you went. What is needed. आपको आप 10th के लिए अपने टारगेट रखा था 80%, आपका आया 70%. नो प्रॉब्लम. आप उसको रूट कॉज एनालिसिस निकाले. आप उसका क्या गलती किया, कहां पे मैंने गलती किया, मैंने पढ़ाई में गलती किया, आंसर शीट लिखने में गलती किया, कहां पे गलती किया. फाइंड आउट. पुट योरसेल्फ इन द थर्ड पार्टी. खुद को मत सोचो. पुट योरसेल्फ एज अ थर्ड पार्टी एंड देन फाइंड इट आउट. गलती कहां पे हुआ. Then next strategy, you'll find it there that in next exam you do better than that. That is all about learning from mistakes. So learning, again I told you, fail. The word FAIL is first attempt in learning. It's never a failed progress. Sam, next please. Steps to achieving your goals. I don't want to go further into that. So this is all part of this thing. So let's go to the next slide. So success. Gear up, get started. Reward yourself. Even if you make any single accomplishment, believe in yourself. So that you can easily self-motivate yourself. Recall these self-motivation skills daily and you are sure to succeed. I'll use one word very true, rewarding yourself. You children, you reward yourself. How you reward yourself? Something interesting. Having a good lunch or dinner with your parents after a good success. Buying something of your choice from your pocket money given by your parents. So reward yourself. Is success to be rewarded? That's how you motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. Next, please. Okay. So after completing all this, let's see what are the steps. Now, these 4 steps. Can we do it? Can we do it to overcome these failures in our life? Or can we face it? When you fail, this is the first step we learning. Can we do it? So step number 1, face it. Don't get demoralized. Like the way I demoralized, don't get demoralized. Don't get devastated. Don't cry. Don't cry. So face it, accept it, learn from it, and grow out of it. So how you learn? How you learn? You try to analyze what I've done. How do you improve before? Grow out of it. How you grow out of it? Now presently you say all the versions are coming. So this version 1.0, version 2.0, upgrade each time. Upgrade each time. Version 1.0, version 2.0, version 3.0, version 4.0. Upgrade yourself. Upgrade yourself. Grow out of this. Facing failure lead to success. Facing failure lead to success. I'll tell you, just imagine yourself in a stadium. No one is there. No players, no stumps, no wicket keeper. Only balls are coming to you. You are batting, only balls are coming to you. Each ball is an opportunity for you. Each ball is an opportunity for you. You face the first ball, एक bouncer आया, फटाक ऊपर से निकल गया. दूसरा एक इन स्विंगर आया, वो भी निकल गया. तीसरा एक आउट स्विंगर आया, वो भी निकल गया. चौथा एक स्ट्रेट बॉल आया, आपने उसको डिफेंस किया. आपने उसको डिफेंस किया. क्या किया? डिफेंस किया. Same way, each ball is a opportunity for you in your life. Each ball is an opportunity for you. Bouncer निकल गया, no problem. In swinger निकल गया, no problem. Outsider निकल गया, no problem. Face it, keep facing it. That is all about life. Life is full of challenges. No challenge, no life. No challenge, no life. So life is full of challenges. If you want to win, if you want to be success, if you want to be, be in the platform, be in society, keep facing it. The life balls. Keep facing it, life balls. Don't run away to pavilion. Don't run away to pavilion. Just stay at the crease. You will bounce back. I repeat, you will bounce back with 4 and 6s. Am I right? You will bounce back. So, if you fail, first attempt in learning, remember. So, face it, face it, face it. Sam, next please. Before I close this up, failure defeats losers. Failure defeats the loser. At the same time, failure inspires the winners. The best example I have chosen is the movie Chichore. I'm sure everybody must have watched that movie Chichore. These losers are winners all the way. These losers are winners all the way. In the end, they fought it. They fought it with every time, every year they were losing, but that final year, the last year, they fought till the end. They lost that basketball last final match when they give, if you would have given the converted with that 3-point match, they would have won that. But never mind, they fought till the end. So that particular session, that particular movie is all about the losers, winners all the way. These losers are the winners all the way. I think that's complete. Let's see. Go to the last slide, please. Last time, this is very famous from Abraham Lincoln. I am sure the guys, you must have known Abraham Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln is the president of the United States. Somebody told him you will become a grasshopper. Somebody told him you will become a grasshopper. So the young boy, when he was 10 years old or 11 years old, I think so, कहाँ लिखा है? बोलता ये तुम्हारा हाथ में लिखा है कि तुम घास काटोगे. बोले कहाँ लिखा है? यहाँ पे लिखा है. He brought one knife and cut that hand, cut that line. Now, that is self-motivation. That is believe in yourself. Again, I am telling you, put yourself in that young girl when I started my video first, who fall down, rose again. went on to fighting that race, and in the end, she is the winner. So I want to see that all winning attitude, positive momentum, positive vibration in you grow up in your life, and you will be successful. That's what he's told me. Nothing is impossible in the world. To impossible, the willing heart. If your heart is willing, if your heart is willing, nothing is impossible. Nothing. You can achieve anything what you desire. Your sky is your limit. Sky is your limit. You choose your dream. Choose your dream. You guys are much, much better. What the facility we had in our school those days. Today you have Google, today you have WhatsApp, today you have LinkedIn, today you have Facebook, everything. All resources are around you. And my friends or my seniors are the best loving parents in this world, I tell you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Bag, for the wonderful session. So without wasting time, we'll go for the questions now, please.
I think we can go to that questionnaire. That one, I'll just straight away go to the answer page.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Just before that. Before, next, previous slide. We'll show go to the question. Okay. Here I have put that question near in the group last night. So there is nothing called right or wrong answers. The answer you can just type in as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and add on all everything. If your answer number 1 is 1, you just add. If answer number 2 is 2, you just keep on adding up 12 questions each, and you will get a total mark. So I will straight away go to that next slide, please. I'll straight away go to that answer sheet. Okay, here next. Here, okay, self-confidence and self-efficacy is the question number 1, 2, 6, and 8, and positive thinking about the future is question number 4, 9, 11, and 12. The focus strong goals is about 3 and 7, and motivating environment is question 5. All these questions that the answer set is in the website. I have extracted from this particular session, mindtools.com. You can drop down this website, is details is there, so you can get the answer. You have the explanation. So straight away, we'll go to the answer sheet. They can take it further. We'll go to the answer sheet straight away. Next. Okay. If you have scored 12 to 27 of that total 12 questions, your motivation is low. It's not because you are low in motivation or low in self-confidence. It's just because you allow your personal doubts and fear to keep from succeeding, and you have probably had a few income goals past, incomplete goals. So you may have convinced yourself that you are not self-motivated, and then the made that come true. Break this harmful pattern now. Start believing in yourself. The tools and tips below you have the great motivation. So that is first. If you have got 12 to 27, no problem. Now after this session, I think your answers will vary. I think your answers will change. No risk, will change your answer. Next is 28 to 43. Those are scored 28 to 43. You are okay on self-motivation. You are certainly not failing. However, you could achieve much more. Look at your inner desire, inner attitude. You can achieve much more. So you are just okay in motivation. You can achieve much more with your own results. If you are from 44 to 60 marks, sir, wonderful. You are CCP, and you can achieve much more than what you have. That's all I want to convey this. And this particular questionnaire include answers, include the explanations, is there in that particular website. So you can share the slide so they can have directly from that website.
Okay. So do you have any more questions in the chat? Let's see.
Sushant.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know who called my name.
No, not Ishan. I'm calling Sushant.
Okay.
I have a small questions for you. How do a kid decide his aim and goal, and how does he or she gets motivated towards it?
How
a kid can decide his goal, and how does he or she get motivated towards it?
First of all, to find out his purpose, find out his habits. What is his strong points? What is
because what I'm saying, kids' minds are they don't have a fix.
Yes. I'm coming to that. That's why I said keep a 5-yearly goal. That's why I said kids' goals, kids' desires, kids' intentions keep on changing. So today they want to become a police officer. Tomorrow it will certainly change to defense. Then certainly they want to become. So when they see something in the picture, so tell them to find out what are their desires are, what are their habits. Habits is something where your strong points are. A man cannot be strong point. All 5 fingers are not same. This is smaller but thicker. This is little smaller. This is bigger. This is this one. So the idea is let her find out what is his strong point, sir. Let her decide, or let him or her decide what is his strong point. What is good? Either he is good in drawing or he is good in dancing. Whether he is good in dancing or whether he is good in cycling. He cannot be good in all 3. If he is good in all 3, he cannot be best in all 3. If he is best in all 3, he cannot be excellent in all 3. So we need to find out that final pinpoint, that what is his passionate about. Like say Tendulkar, I gave the example Tendulkar. His passion is only cricket. So find out one thing, what is his passion? This passion you will come to know, and keep asking the kids. Kids today are very open up. Like when during our time, we are afraid of our parents. So we are not that free with the parents to, okay, mujhe ye chahiye tha or mujhe wo chahiye tha. My father wanted me to become a doctor. I never had any desire to become a doctor. So now the kids are very open up today. Ask them, find it out. What is that? And you will come to know. Unka action plans, unka massive action plan will come to know automatically. And give them time to think. Give them time to think a career. Nothing is in this world, nothing is bad or nothing good. Anything she is passionate about, anything she is good, she will come out successful.
Thank you, Sushant.
Yeah, any more questions, friend? Please unmute yourself and ask the questions, or you can type it on the chat window.
I think we're running short of time, but maybe we can take few questions. Otherwise, somebody have a particular question, we can set in the.
Captain, I have something to say. Captain,
can I ask? Yeah.
Captain Bag.
Sudhir, hi. Very good afternoon.
One at a time. Sudhir, go please.
Very good afternoon. Just one point. I'm sorry I have been not able to get time to join in any of the session.
No problem.
When I joined Captain Sushant's presentation today, it is really fabulous and very motivational, very professional. And I really thank to all of you, all of the initiatives that has been going on. Right, I'm very fabulous. And yeah, I think more and more kids should be joining. See, I'm not saying that our time has gone. We should all join. But I think opportunity comes. I think we should allow all of our kids to join in these sessions. My daughter has joined, so she must be listening. I mean, she joined from the beginning, but I joined quite late. So I don't know whether she is having any questions or not. But certainly, like, it's a very motivational, and I think she must have understood a lot of things.
Thank you so very much, Sudhir, for your kind gesture words. And it's a continuous process. We all are learners, and still will continue to learn. So,
see, only thing is that only thing.
Sorry, you were saying something. Basa sir, you were saying something.
Just one point. Sorry, only thing I just I'm with Prasanna, whatever question he asked, right? I think the kids are very, I mean, they're not able to decide what to do. Today they say, I'll be doctor, tomorrow pilot, tomorrow naval officer, third day cricketer, fourth day painter. Like this it goes, right?
Don't worry about what they want to become. You just be the financier.
Yeah, I'm extremely happy.
Be the financier. You just be the financier, whatever they want to become in their life, allow them to become. If they fail, they will rise again. If they fail in that particular career, they will rise again. They will realize, ye mere liye theek hai ki galat hai. Okay, so maybe it will be a wrong investment for you, but never mind.
No. Failure is actually a failure, right?
No, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Sudhir, can we allow others to pitch in, please? Basa sir, yes. Basa sir is waiting for a long time.
Sir.
Yeah, sure. It's so kind.
Basa sir, unmute yourself, please. Basa sir, unmute yourself.
I am extremely happy that 92 batch is organizing this kind of seminar every Sunday. Very useful for the boys of the school also. So I would request Prasanna that you send the recorded version to the principal so that they are holding these online classes every day. This could be shared with them. Number one. Number two, I am a 68 plus years old kid with a motivational lecture. I have been motivated in one aspect. Right from the beginning, I'm a very self-confident and positive-minded person. But of late, I find that while playing cards with my friends, I have a very negative bent of mind. I'm always trying to defend myself rather than being offensive. So you have inspired me today to change my tactics. So I promise you that from today, my whole attitude to playing cards will change. And I would like to be very, very positive. I would be very, very offensive. I would like to play for a win rather than to defend myself. Thank you so much for your motivational lecture.
Sir, attack is the best defense. Sir, attack is the best defense. Keep attacking. Keep attacking the opponents.
True, Captain. True. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi,
Next
hi,
questions,
Baga.
please.
Hi, Bag.
Yeah,
Ishan
Ishan.
here.
Ishan.
I think I
Yeah, come in, Ishan.
in all the sessions, I got something to add rather than ask a question. So
I would love to hear my comments.
First of all, compliment to Bag for taking on this topic. It's a very, very, relevant topic in today's world because of, as the questions come out that children are very confused. Everyone wants a wants a gratification, quick gratification that I did something today and tomorrow I should be having the result. Whereas it takes a long, long time for them to understand that, this is not so easy or it's coming quickly. So, like in the last lecture also, I had covered that, everything is, as they say, that it is an internal management. So self-motivation and confidence building, though around you, people can, push you to say that, okay, either you should be confident or, you should motivate yourself in a particular manner. So this individuals take it in a very, very different way. Each individual has got a separate intake way of, motivating himself. Some get motivated by positive pat. If you say you are doing good, he gets motivated. I get motivated by negative pat. If someone says you are not good enough, I have to show him that I'm good enough on that field and then get motivated. So it is, different for different people. But at the same time, it is such a, paradox that confidence and self-motivation, it starts with a failure. What I'm telling is, it's a completely orthodox thing. It's a oxymoron that your confidence building starts when the confidence is broken. So in the forces, and as we have seen, joined the school, thereafter I joined the academy, fortunately. The first thing is the haircut. So your confidence is broken for the confidence to be built. So your children, so what I do in my house is that one semester or one exam for my daughter, we don't take any, preparation at home. We don't tell her to study. We don't tell her to do anything. So that we want to know that she should understand that where she stands, may fail a little bit, understands how it feels like failing, understands where she should put it and put in that effort, get that motivation by herself that yes, I did not be told, I did not be coached, but I need to do it myself. Because if you are gifted, you can go up to certain level. People say, example of Kambli and Sachin. If both are gifted, both came together, both did wonders. Sachin continued, Kambli stayed back. So it is how you motivate therein after in a persistent manner, even if you fail, is an aspect which starts with failure. Though your self motivation starts with failure. Okay. And for parents, if I can, tell you, it is my own personal opinion. You may all, disagree with this. Please give a honest opinion to your children. Nowadays, what's happening is that in all the TV serials and everywhere, you only give, very, very positive input to your children that you are doing excellent. Either it's a piece of art or a, dance or anything. You give a very, very rosy picture that she is or he is at the top of the world, and suddenly it crashes down when there is a competition and she doesn't get a prize. So though it is good that it is breaking confidence to having a self-realization that yes, she needs to build up, but at the same time this can happen at home itself. I don't say that user said it is rubbish, but you can say that, okay, this can be improved. Let's put in this much of effort, so that there is a neutrality of your and not a biased opinion of what exactly is happening. And that I think is one bedrock for a self motivation to give a push, a nudge, rather than throw her that give an honest opinion, but little sugar coated, if I can say so. Now, another thing is for self motivation for parties that for every one of us as we are growing old, I think we need to motivate ourselves also to on the various facets of life. Bach covered primarily for the children. I think his topic was addressed towards the children, looking at the education system and how do they set their goals and how do they move forward. But for every one of us, I think deviations in life are not pre-planned. It can be a law and order situation, or you can get arrested, or there is a court case, or there is a medical issues. So all this we need to face it, and it comes without a warning, without a timeline. So having that motivate yourself to learn the today's world and not get left behind is another aspect which is extremely essential. The knowledge to manage yourself, your working area, your finances, and everything. So this confidence comes from your putting yourself updating on a daily basis, physically, emotionally, and of course mentally. Okay, another thing, I have read somewhere, and I think I must share it over here. Many of the times, my daughter failed in a debate or in a competition. So she says, I did such a wonderful thing, and I didn't get it. The one who got, he was, or she was barely okay. So I answer to her is that I think this is a cornerstone of my advice to all the parents who can take on to their children. Is that listen, this world is never perfect. This world is full of the imperfect people with an imperfect environment, the imperfect judges. You being imperfect, your speech could not have been perfect. Or if your speech is perfect, you are being judged by imperfect people who may judge you imperfectly and you may not get your dues. Some days when you get your due, please take it that it was an imperfect which you got. Many people who are much better probably was not good, they haven't got their due. So if you fail, it is not because that it's a perfect world where you have failed. If you failed, it is a place wherein it is full of imperfections, and that is why you have to keep motivating yourself that I have to push myself and I have to get as much that perfection that can come into my place.
Ishan, sorry to interrupt here. I think in interest of time, I'm getting a lot of requests to
okay,
the session soon. So we will have a session maybe potentially from